And after a little bit of a delay, after a week missing, we are back in Theros Chaos, the mythic odyssey of Theros. What do you remember from the previous session? What did you do? What did you discover? And what shit have you gotten yourself into this time?
My memory's a bit hazy, so I'm going to have to leave this for somebody else.
Bonked a dinosaur that was going to be charmed. The dinosaur...
Charm's a strong word, but it was definitely considering its options when Skuttz was trying to speak to it. Only something happened that ticked it off.
She wasn't stood. She wasn't stood like Chris Pratt in the Jurassic World movies.
It's less that she wasn't stood like Chris Pratt, and more that somebody on the sidelines threw a spear into his side.
He was considering his options for about 4 seconds before a spear hit his nose.
I wonder who it was.
Could have been anyone.
After that, we found a hut with a rock in it.
Well, you continue to actually fight the giant Spinosaur. It was a tough fight, for sure, because, well, I think that was one of the first times we had multiple people go down.
Took its face.
So
that was worth it.
Definitely managed to kill it and take its skull and send it all the way off to Mogis for niceties. And he returned that nicety with epithets.
What a champ. Then we found there's been something laughing at us, so we decided to go into the forest and follow our compass.
That was why you left in the first place, or left the captain on his own. You decided to wander off because there was things laughing in the trees, and that's always uncomfortable. So that's where you found the dinosaur. And then after you murdered the dinosaur, what'd you do? What happened? You wandered into the forest and found stuff. What did you find?
Ooh,
mystery hut.
I followed the brain rats.
You followed the brain rats. You summoned some rats with brains and followed them into the forest on your own, which was smart. Which forced, I believe, it was Nadrin that followed you, because you've learnt at this point to not leave Zholk on his own.
Yes, I did follow him because I didn't trust him to wander off on his own. So me and Neil followed.
And you were followed shortly afterwards by Sogeg and Skuttz. And what did you find in the centre of this island, into the strange jungle that fills this island?
A little hut.
You found a little hut on a big hilltop.
Not very suspicious rock. It definitely isn't a waystone.
You found a rock that was glowing, but only to Skuttz. To everyone else, it just looked like a rock with some like oil smeared over it. But to Skuttz, it was only faintly glowing.
It's just Sogeg thinking, pondering. But Sogeg thinks he remembers these rocks from literally the start of the campaign as waystones, rocks that don't move about as most everywhere else does in Theros.
But the waystones you saw were glowing, and this one isn't, at least to the majority of you.
I'm sure it works. Just kick it a few times.
Well, that was the first thing you decided to do when discovering said interesting rock, was to bash it with a bell that didn't really do anything. You tried to pick it up, and it didn't shift. So, yeah, decided, you know what? I guess this belongs where it belongs. And I believe you left Sogeg and Mr. Burbles at the hut to try and get some rest after almost dying
Yes.
multiple times to the Spinosaur.
But first, Neil and Sogeg went on a little scouting mission,
Indeed.
of which neither of them could understand each other.
Sogeg decided to use his blood sense, which stretched across the entirety of the island, because I may have made that ability a little too wide, and found that there was where there should have been one creature, where the captain was, the captain himself, there was over 40. So you decided to send Neil and Sogeg to go and investigate. And yes, as you said, Natron, they weren't the best communicators in the world. And when they arrived, they saw a flock of harpies, of blood toll harpies, attacking the captain. And he did look pretty bloodied. They rushed off back to you, and somehow managed to get the message across that something needed to be done. To which you have returned, Zholk racing ahead on his nightmare vehicle directly into a tree and exploding.
It's very useful.
It was very useful. It did no damage to any of the harpies. It destroyed the nightmare vehicle and damaged Zholk.
All in a good day's of work.
It was a great experiment.
It was a great experiment. It failed, but still great. So
Looks
that's
like we got some stabbing to do.
That is where we'll pick up. So I'll give you guys a chance to sort of get your bearings, decide on what you want to do, and then I will ask everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah, we're going to discuss tactics. I think tactically, I'm going to hit some of them, and I think everyone else should also hit some of them.
These are sound
Many
tactics.
times. Many times.
Well, as sound as a plan as you've ever made before, so...
Yeah.
Have we ever actually made a plan before?
Oh, you've definitely made plans before. I remember what happened to the satyr in the shop.
We made some good plans.
I'm not sure that was a plan.
I didn't
That
think
was
we'd get
bad.
this far.
It's more of an execution, really.
Oh, we didn't continue rolling 13s.
Hang on,
Ruined.
there's me and Neil. Never mind.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Sogeg's going to have a nap while he waits for all the harpies to hit him in the face.
They're certainly going to
He's just
attempt
gonna big chill over here.
But first in the order, ever
Oh no.
the
Shit.
precise, even surpassing the harpies' natural 20s, is Bennett. Moment. There is the wreckage of the nightmare vehicle underneath Zholk after he slammed it into a tree, which has caused a few harpies to descend upon yourselves. And there is also a group of them harassing the captain, who does look quite bloodied at this point. Actually, he needs to roll initiative as well.
Where is the captain?
He is in the centre of this blob
On the beach.
down here. Whether you
Oh,
can
I
see
can't
that
see
far.
that far.
Yeah.
I can just about see it.
Oh, I can see it on
fact,
Skutt's screen. I
as-
can't see it on
Yeah,
mine.
as you are in the middle of the day, I may as well.
Well, Bennett doesn't know who the captain is. There's no Oh wait, no, the captain was the captain of the ship.
The captain of the ship, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I do know.
Yeah, Bennett knows the
Villain.
captain.
I know
Yeah.
the captain. But first and foremost is the rat is directly engaged with one of them there, I would say. So I'm going to step
Certainly is.
forward. And you're going to... It's been a few weeks, you're going to have to remind me what bonuses I get, but I'm assuming I get advantage
So
because it's...
you get advantage because it's not acted before you.
and I definitely get sneak
you
attack
get
because
sneak
it's
attack.
within 5 feet of a colleague.
And you get
And-
+2 to your roll because of flanking.
Okay,
Yes.
right, so...
This harpy is not long for the world.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing just what happens to this. Let's see
So
what
am I,
remains.
actually.
You the crit fail. Respectable.
Don't curse him like that.
So,
You know how bad his rolls are.
as the harpy focuses in on Zholk, you sneak up behind him and stab them clean through the back, and they just crumple into a heap of blood and feathers.
Bennett, back, baby. Right.
Yeah, because that would have been what 24, 48 damage.
Okay. Spurring, what were the... Cool. Because it was... bear with me. Because I've got dual wield, I can attack with an offhand weapon as a bonus
Yeah,
action, can I?
if you've got a weapon in your offhand.
And as long as I have Soul Reaver equipped, then its effect stands. That's from what I can
Yes,
remember.
because it makes all hostile creatures within 5 feet of you vulnerable, but specifically to
Well-
slashing damage.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you've got an offhand weapon that also does slashing damage, they take double damage from that as well.
Well, yeah, that's what I did, but I always forget to use it. Well, it's not that I forget to use it. I usually just disengage and run away, do like guerrilla warfare.
That's true.
But I am going to take advantage of the rest of my movement then and go over to this one. I'm going to use my Demon Spine Whip on that one,
You're gonna lash
which
it.
is also slashing damage.
That it is.
Mm.
These aren't
Um,
fiends, but you're definitely gonna
don't-
hurt them.
I don't get something though. I still get advantage. I don't get the +2.
You wouldn't add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll, so you basically have a -3. So just roll it normally, and I'll try and count it out based on what you hit. You'd also have advantage
it's
on
not-
this because it hasn't had its
Yeah,
turn
because
yet.
it's not had an action
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You let out forward and only get a glancing hit, but just by being near the Soul Reaver, it just cuts that much deeper as you lash off one of its arm wings and it tumbles to the ground. Oh, that was one of the high rollers as well.
And then, by my calculation, I would have had at least another 5 feet to move. So I will step
Yeah, you
that
should have
way.
about 10 feet of movement left.
Right, I'm going to stop myself and stay there.
Okay. Next is this one that is going to swoop in and try and scratch at Skuttz. Skuttz, are you at full health? Are you still damaged from the
no.
dinosaur? Okay, fantastic. Please try and give you a chomp. And why is it not auto rolling? God damn it. Three piercing, which you would reduce down to 1 because you. Oh no, you're not raging yet. So 3 piercing, but it would take 5 fire damage, and then it's going to try and slash at you again for a further 2 piercing, and then it's going to burn to death.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay, so Neil.
Okay.
Yeah, these things aren't tough. There's just a lot of them.
How big is Zolk's thingy? Is it 10 foot?
Oh, his Aura of Madness is 10 foot, yeah.
Okay, we're good. We're
Which
good.
actually
we're good.
that would have cancelled out
Zholk.
Bennett's crits, but then again on both of his hits they would have successfully hit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So Neil is gonna spit at this one
Okay.
when I open his character sheet. A boop.
Okay, so you've spit and managed to successfully connect with the chest of this harpy. It doesn't go down. It is still alive, although it is screeching in pain.
And he will try and spit at it again.
Okay.
At advantage, yes.
Yes, because of his own spit.
A boop. Oh, that feels like a waste.
Yeah, you've spit directly into the same spot where the previous bit hit and burn a hole clean through the harpy. Flutters and crashes to the ground.
Good job, Neil, but that was a little bit of a waste.
A little overkill.
And he is okay where he is for now.
Okay. Well, it's time for the other harpies. This one is going to continue chomping away at the captain. Okay.
Poor captain.
7, 8, 9. And then this one over here, after seeing part of its flock just explode in a shower of glowing acid, it's probably just going to ignore that and go after Zholk.
Tempted to do the same.
Zholk, you are not at full health, but you also give everything disadvantage, so it will be neutral. 13 to hit and then 19 to hit.
So if it meets, it's blocked, right?
If it meets, it hits, I believe.
Yes.
Aw. I'm gonna make it reroll the 5 damage.
Okay. It's a miss.
Take that.
So 2 piercing damage. It's an accurate one for Zholk, let's be honest. Next one, joining. Pause, both going to miss. Next one is going to, with its death wish intact, swoop into Bennett that just annihilated 2 of its friends and try his best for a bite. 21 to hit and a 7, so be 4 piercing damage in total.
Okay.
And we've got another one that is going to continue after the captain. Three more damage. And then the captain is going to attempt to try and defend himself.
We're
but
coming to
it's
save you, Captain.
He's not the most amazing. He's just going to attempt to Ray of Frost the nearest one, because it's all he can really do. Full hit.
Oh.
And again, it's not rolling, it's
Big damage.
For 10 cost, so he blasts the one that's just scratched at him, and it freezes over. Sogeg.
Sogeg laughs in the face of these harpies. I think I'm effectively invincible. With my fortune in the fighting pits, I don't think they can kill me.
How so?
Because whenever a creature reduces me to 0, I may use a reaction to do an attack roll against them. Because they've got such low health, I think I can just kill them.
Oh,
It was. You only have one reaction a turn.
Well, yeah,
so
you only
they'd
have one
They'd have
reaction.
to sacrifice a lot of themselves.
But
to
so
try and get to
far, of all of them, I think they would have hit me about twice.
you.
Sogeg's just going to walk on down here. Oh, don't mind me. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
That's.
Hit me, you fiend.
He's gonna try and hit you. It's
Oh, for God's sake. You hit me, you fiend.
So that's 7 slashing damage. It's non-magical,
halved.
so yeah, it halves down to 3.
I look at it as I begin to flex a muscle. As I call out to the gods, harpies, fear my muscles. As I'm going to use my conquering presence channel
God
divinity.
damn it.
As that is, I think all but that one harpy right at the bottom must make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw, or be frightened of me for a minute.
Okay.
And because
that's
of
1,
my
2, 3,
Aura of
4,
Conquest,
6, 7,
not that one. Yeah, it is that one. Anything that is frightened of me has its speed reduced to 0.
Because it'll be easier.
It's not fully stunned. It's speed reduced to 0.
Okay.
Oh,
how
some of them
many
passed.
actually made it. 3 succeed. So it's going to be. I'll mark him with. That one succeeds. We'll do that one succeeds. That one succeeds. Everyone else is paralyzed.
Hey!
Thanks, Sogeg.
Nah, just it's actually just speed reduced to 0. They can still
right,
attack,
but they can't move. Right.
but they also take psychic damage equal to half
Sogeg's
my level at the start
So
of their turn.
long
That's
as
good.
they're
Every
within
turn.
30 feet of you
Yes.
for a minute.
They ain't going nowhere. As I go from
Okay,
double
now.
arm pump, as I go into a lat spread, as Sogeg just gloriously shows off to the harpies perfect form.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Zholk.
well, what I wanted to do originally wouldn't work, and then people decided to stand on me. So
That's rude.
let me remind myself how many charges of skull I'm spending here. It's free. I'm not running out of charges here.
Are
to
you sure you
cast
don't want to
Thunder-
run out of charges with the skull? You
Very.
never know. It might be useful. How lucky are you
What
feeling?
level does it say? I mean, I can't physically use the last one unless I. Nah, it's a melee attack. I'm going to cast Thunder Step.
Okay.
Okay.
So you teleport, and it will be everyone in that radius. I'm not
Just
going to.
barely clips Nadrin.
Okay, I was going to say it doesn't kill Nadrin, but no, it does now. Thanks,
I was
Zholk.
worried about it, but.
Can you stop being worried?
They're in the
Okay.
circle.
They might. So that is a Constitution save. We have 4 of them. So
And
So
I
do
can
me and
teleport.
Bennett have to make Constitution saves?
yes, I need a Constitution save from Bennett and Nadrin.
Seen a
So
rat-shaped hole in the ground. We could just
that one
push Zholk
explodes.
into it.
That one explodes.
And I
that one
hate to say
explodes,
it, but if you're in the
and
range,
that one doesn't explode.
it might
Oh,
be a
classic.
disadvantage.
That's a classic.
That's
What's the
yeah.
DC
If
on
it's,
this?
I'll roll another
40.
one just for
Alright.
yeah disadvantage. That one explodes as well.
I will.
I also need you to roll on the screaming bell table.
Oh god. I forgot to pick my token. Good start.
So Bennett and Nadrin, you take 16 thunder damage because Zholk decided to explode next to you. He also gets a teleport after this as well.
I can give Bennett a success because of Flash of Genius to give him my proficiency, and then I'm out of charges of that.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
So
I,
Bennett, you'd only take
I
half.
will accept
But you-
that, but I was going to say I have uncanny dodge, assuming that this counts as an attack, and I can see Zholk. Uncanny dodge allows me to half any damage that I take.
Is it any time you make a saving throw, or is it just off dexterity saves?
It just said the only writing is
Nope,
starting
absolutely. You
at 5th
can
level.
use your
When an
reaction
attacker that
to,
you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's
Nice.
damage.
So you would halve it
Nice.
down to 8, and then you can halve it down again to 4.
I am not doing well.
What I was going to say though was that if Nadrin's not good for hit points, I'll just take the 8 damage and whatever it was that Zholk was giving me to make me succeed, then
It wouldn't
give
work
that
for
to Nadrin.
Nadrin's one because you still wouldn't get. It's basically, it gives you a +3 to your saving throw, which isn't going to meet it for Nadrin's one.
But I wouldn't have been, because I had an advantage on, didn't I, when I shouldn't have done. So I would have rolled a 2 anyway.
Oh yes, you got a 2. Yeah, I read that wrong myself.
All right.
So you'd take 8 damage.
Yeah.
Nadrin, you'd take the full 16. Although you've got some of your own reactions if you want to reduce that to protect yourself with your Thasser
But
ability.
then I'd hurt Neil.
Is it everything around you?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Welcome
it's a
for
good.
it, Sharon.
It's a good thing Neil can
Zolk
heal you.
really ramped the difficulty this combat.
He
though.
really is. As I need Neil, Nadrin, Bennett, Skuttz, and Zholk to make strength saving throws. Trying to get higher than a 14.
Oh, it includes myself.
It includes you.
You.
Is it a disadvantage?
It
Yes.
would be because, except for Skuttz and Neil, as they're far enough away.
Well,
I
there's
should
no
have
point.
included. I really should
rolling
have
against
included Zolk in my
Yeah, pretty much.
intimidation.
And Neil.
What,
Saving
Okay.
throws. He's got a con saving throw. That's not supposed to be an advantage, but he didn't do so good.
Yeah. So
Poor Neil.
let's.
Well, there's me.
Okay. So Zolk gains hooves.
How
Bennett,
fitting.
let's see what you gain. You get a flying
Oh, I
speed of
pressed it
40
again.
feet
Oh my
for the next
god.
8 hours.
I caught space and it did it
Shit.
again, so there's that.
No, you'd still take just the first one.
Yeah.
And Neil's the only other one. So Neil has eyes that keep changing colour.
I mean, I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a
In
whole
fact,
lot
that
worse.
whole thing could have been a hell of a lot worse. 2 people had meaningless ones, and Bennett can now fly for 8 hours.
What height can I fly to?
However high you want to. Just know that
Awesome.
there is a chance of falling out of the sky.
Sorry, I've got 8 hours.
There-
I'll just count.
There's a follow-up to this. Because of you now being flesh warped, for the next 8 hours, you are immune to my aura of disadvantage.
There's that as well.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay,
good to
that
know.
is some benefit for Neil.
And then I get 90 feet teleport, right?
Now you get your teleport, yes.
Wee.
This is fine. There we go.
It's a good thing it
That's
didn't
my turn.
mutate everything in there. That would have been That would have been interesting.
Why
Okay.
are you there?
To give them disadvantage.
Skuttz.
All right. I don't know if I can do what I wanted to do, so we'll see.
You can at least try.
45 feet. I might not be close enough. Oh. I am just close enough. All right. So, you see Skuttz just giddy at these winged harpies. They're like sparkling in the fucking sun. They're all iridescent and shit. And she just thinks they're the fucking neatest thing ever. As you see her literally swell in excitement as she goes into a rage and gets one size larger.
You get one size larger, and
Oh,
you can
Oh,
one additional
immediately
action,
take
yes.
additional action for an attack or a dash. You know what? I'll be nice and let you take that immediate action after your movement because you did declare your movement before. So your rage
Oh.
would have actually happened over here.
I don't know if that's how you want to do it. I was just gonna. Either way, she fucking raises her shirt up over her head as she like runs with it like a butterfly net. But instead of a net, you just see like the deep dark void that goes to Granny's. As she's going to try to scoop one of the harpies into her shirt.
Okay. So the one that's marked green isn't paralyzed, or it hasn't been hit by Sogeg's frightened. The other ones have. The frightened ones will probably be easier to catch.
So the one in the middle right here is
Yes.
frightened. All right. So seeing it
So
cowering there, then she will.
your first attack would be your 2 grapples if you want to do that, and then you've got your normal attack, which you can use for 2 more grapples.
Yeah. Athletics check, yes.
Be athletics check.
Should I roll it the 2 times for the one attack, and then we'll
Okay,
see.
so that's 2 successes.
Okay, and then for her bonus, she'll use the second attack action, and she will. I guess. I hope this one goes. Yes.
There we go.
oh, nice.
With
Nice.
as you run forward, butterfly shirt in hand, you just fully scoop one up that's still staring over at Sogeg and trembling, even though there's a size large charging Unibor with a void to the apocalypse in hands. Catch a harpy and send it to Granny. Which I'm sure she'd like.
Granny's gonna love this. And then does my attack only work if it's on the same creature? So because the creature's not there, is my turn over?
No, basically you have, when you declare an attack, you get multi-attack. So your attack action has 2 attacks. You got a free attack action because of your Wild Surge, which is your first 2 grapples. You've used one of your multi-attacks to do the 3rd grapple. You've got 1 attack action left. So you can choose either to grapple something else or just bonk something.
We're gonna go for another one. I think this one's in my reach because I'm a size larger.
Fill the
and
bird
have
cage.
the reach too. So she's just gonna scoop up the one and try to just keep on sweeping it over and see if she can scoop up the other. As I will make the last athletics check.
Oh, that is a fail.
Not enough momentum.
Yeah,
Kind of
that-
like
the one you caught. You were so surprised by the ease of its capture. You got yourself a bit distracted.
right. And that's my turn.
Okay.
She's just got it open there, in a void. If anybody else wants to like start stuffing harpies in there, just throwing it out there.
That is true. Other people can attempt to shove into the bag if the bag is there.
How many harpies can we send Granny?
This one's going to try and continue clawing away at the captain.
It does take 3 damage.
It will take 3 damage for just being near Sogeg. But the captain's also going to take 9 damage for being slashed at by a harpy.
It would be at disadvantage. Oh shit, we forgot about Zholk.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, sir. Sorry, no.
Because,
He's been hurt. Yes.
He's been hurt and they have blood frenzy.
Yes.
Next one. It's going to... Oh, I'm going to do it this way. Eeny, meeny, miny. It's going to go for Zholk.
Zholk deserves it.
So... He's going to bite you and try and slash at you. 5 piercing from the bite.
We've had my turn, yes, so I've got my reaction.
You have got your reaction back, yes.
Would it like to re-roll at 24?
It'll certainly try to. 17.
Bugger. It's less damage, I'll take it.
Yeah. The next one is going to attempt the same. Right. 4.
Ow.
5 blood piercing.
Oh no, I read it wrong. I can't use it more than once a combat. So
Well, what's combat?
I'll take the other 3.
Yeah. Next one's going to keep chunking into the captain, and this one didn't get affected by Sogeg's terrifying aura of terror, so it can attack normally. Oh, no, it can't because it's Zholk that's caused it to not be able to attack normally. And slash for the 6 damage. Hey, captain is not looking good. Again, eeny, meeny, miny, Zholk. So they bite and claws for 2 more slashing.
Ow.
This one at the back can fly normally, and it's going to fly normally to here and explode. I need Sogeg and Skuttz to make dexterity saving throws. As it explodes in a shower of gore and piercing feathers.
Skuttz just cheers.
To which, yeah, you both managed to take half damage.
Fear my magnificence, you exploding harpy.
Yeah, you take 4 damage, which Sogeg, you would reduce that down to 2.
Oh, is it?
It's non-magical here.
Nice.
As he explodes. And the next one is currently being grappled by Skuttz, so he's probably going to try and not continue to be grappled by Skuttz by clawing at her. A bite, and it's claws. So that is 5 piercing, which splashes 5 damage back onto it. Oh, also, they should have all been taking 3 damage from Sogeg.
They should have been doing, yes.
Okay. Only if they're frightened, though.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And within 30 feet of me still. I think these all are.
Which they would be, because they haven't been able to move.
Good point.
Nadrin.
I'm going to go to there. And I am going to... magic missile, with each of them going to different targets.
Okay.
So them 3.
So, first of all, roll your 2d8. 4 and a 3. It'll load up your epithet.
I need to keep this open.
So, it could be either fire or force damage.
Let's go for force.
Okay. And it'll be 1d6 plus 1 to each one.
So Go for the one next to the captain first. So that is
I mean, they're all next to the captain,
three.
but I think I know which one you mean.
The one directly next to
Yes.
him, and then that one will be below him, and that one diagonal from him. So the one right next to him
Takes 3.
gets 3 damage.
Yep.
The one diagonal from him gets 3 damage.
Okay.
And the one below him gets 5
Ooh,
damage.
5 damage. They're all still alive, but definitely injured. Anything else?
How badly does the captain look?
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. Oh. That's not supposed to be a disadvantage.
So,
So a 10.
you're not the most familiar with biology and what keeps people alive, but you're a bit more familiar with tritons than you are with most other species. And considering half of his gills are hanging off, there are scratch marks all over his body, bleeding this purplish blood heavily from 1,000 cuts. It's probably a stiff breeze from death.
Okay.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for more of the flock to join. Oh, I'm going to. Yeah. Have the.
You winged bastards!
Yeah. And move that because it's in the way.
Kill you!
And these. Add them to the initiative. Okay.
Do these count as humanoid? Very quick.
They do not.
Damn!
Bennett, you're still first in the order. But then again, even if they roll a natural 20, they can't beat you. So yeah, you will be first in the order. And the ones that just showed up will count as not having had a turn yet for assassin. Not that I'm hinting at anything, but more for just in case you want to go for the one right next to you as opposed to any of the others.
That does change things. Possibly.
You know, they're relatively squishy.
gonna-
They have a habit of exploding. And yeah, they do hit.
I'm gonna stick to my original plan and go via what I think is the rule of cool anyway, because I've got
Right.
fucking wings now. I'm gonna
You've
use
got
them.
wings.
So you say I've got a flight distance of 40 feet.
40-foot flying speed.
Right, well, I'd already measured it out, but I'll do it again just to show you. So that
Yeah.
is 40 feet. So I'm going to go up in the air. Then, like a shock trooper, I'm going to drop down directly on top of that while
That one's
slashing
currently
out.
in Skutt's hand as he's trying to stuff it into the shirt.
Right, then I won't do that one then. Hold on. What about that one?
That one is one of the few that isn't frightened of Sogeg.
Kill it!
In that case, then. Yeah,
Can't
swoop
space.
over. My plan will be to drop down directly on top of it, and if I kill it, occupy the square that it's in.
Okay.
So I'll just double check if the square next to it is also... Yeah, okay, that's cool. So if I don't kill it, I'll be in the square next to it.
Okay. Are you slowing your descent, or do you want to inflict fall damage on it as well?
Only if it's not going to inflict fall damage on me.
So the way falling on a creature works is you would roll whatever damage would be typical fall damage, and you split it half and half between yourself and whatever creature you're falling on.
And how...
It would be 4d6 bludgeoning if you are dropping from or just flying that fast into it.
That sounds like a lot, so I'm not going to do that.
That's fair.
Instead, I will just stealth like an owl, come down really quiet, and I'll just slash at it with Soul Reaver. And it's
Okay.
within 5 feet of Skuttz, so I'm getting the stealth attack.
You are
sneak attack, I
also
mean.
getting disadvantage from Zholk.
Oh no, I've got the
No, he's
wings, I'm
not.
immune to that.
He's mutated. He doesn't get affected.
Oh yes, it's mutations. Sorry, I keep thinking it's just
That's what I mean.
aberrations, but no, it's mutations as well. Yeah.
I'm bringing my A
See?
game this week. I'm remembering
Super
shit.
Zholk. I don't even remember
And-
my own rules.
Okay. Watch me fail the roll anyway. Yeah. Swap 'em one.
Well, you are. That does
I
actually
missed.
hit because you are flanking it technically with Zholk and Skuttz. I'm just going to move your token out of the way so I can
Nice.
get to this one to kill it, and then move you back over on it.
Nice.
That's fine. I'm not actually in range of anything else there, am I?
I believe your whip has a 10-foot range.
Well, cool. Then I will lash out at this one,
Yeah, whips have reach, I
Wait.
believe.
that one that I'm highlighting there.
Okay. Yeah, you lash out and slice its head clean off just with the barbs of the whip. It's not vulnerable, but you still manage to kill it.
That's all I'll do. While laughing maniacally.
That's it. Just super cash turn. Okay.
Is
well,
what it is.
Next up, we have these guys that are definitely coming and joining the fight. They're just going to swoop around, I think. They'll dash. They'll
Ooh.
get these. They'll swoop on down and attempt to scratch into the armored carapace of Sogeg.
Stop.
A 24
How's a hit?
and an 18.
How's a
So
miss?
that's a total of 2 piercing damage.
Oh, I'm gonna eat your face, Harpy.
Okay. Next one is going to come around to here and try and do the same things. That would be a 17.
Miss. How's a miss?
Neil.
Neil is gonna come up to here, and he's gonna go for a spit on this one.
You need to have a recharge to remember to do this.
Not at advantage.
That's still going to hit.
And then he will do the same thing to the same one.
Okay. I'm at advantage, and I can already tell that's an natural
Really?
20. Yep. I have the second
Why?
dice in there, and yep, that is, again, pinpoint accuracy, burning holes clean through the centres of these harpies. Show off.
You're not? Can you do it before?
Look at that face. Can you be mad at him just being super successful?
Mad at the idiot. Even if his eyes
I
are.
mean, with how Theros goes, yes, you can't be mad at the idiots. Idiots plural.
We're a whole group of them.
Exactly. It depends on the situation of where that scale goes.
Mhm. I can't be mad at Neil though.
Is that everything for him?
Yeah, that's everything for him.
Okay. More swooping in. Oh, what on earth is happening? Oh, Roll20 didn't let me try and touch that one. That's because I got the wrong thing. Yeah, it's going to get to there and explode.
So
So
rude.
I need Skuttz, Bennett, and Zholk to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Disadvantage.
Just for Skuttz, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you'd all take 7 points of piercing damage as it explodes. Shower
Ow.
of gore and feathers. Captain is going to desperately continue to try and zap the nearby horrifying monsters that have almost killed him. Fail. Thank you, Zholk. Sogeg.
Can you believe it? But Sogeg acts very rationally and calmly as I put my shield on my back. I let out a nice long breath. I scuttle and turn around, and I scream in the face of the one that just scratched me in the back, and I hope I explode it. As I am going to use, and I've not used it in a while, my Eldritch Maul as I call on the powers of my cool tattoo!
Okay.
My tattoo of coolness!
Your tattoo of cool that you've
It,
had
unfortunately,
so long and you've used it like 3 times.
It gives me a
forgot you even
30-foot
had that.
range.
Well, it gives you a 30-foot range on top of your already 10-foot or 15-foot range because of the ice
15
done.
foot. It's pretty good. As Sogeg is going to two-handed blast this guy in the face, who I have advantage on because he hurt me
Indeed.
emotionally.
Yeah, it's a good thing you added the dueling style and stuff like that. As yes, you
It
do
really
manage
is.
to skewer straight through the face to the point where even it's up to your shoulders through what's left of the innards of this harpy skull.
As I look to this one over here and just say, "Get over here!" as I attempt to skewer it and bring it towards me.
You attempt to skewer it and just kill it. So yeah, you're
Aw.
not going to bring it towards you. You just punch straight through it.
As I feel their
As it
life
flutters.
forces, I begin to feast on the one that scratched me. For Mogis.
Indeed. And don't forget, gore soaked. Not
I don't have it on.
Not gore soaked.
No, sorry, you're merciless.
Merciless. Yeah.
Yes.
They're all corn themed ones. They all
I'm
sound
angry.
the same.
No, no, they all have nuance and strategy.
Yes, they all mean something.
It's Sogeg just reveling in the gore of it. I'm going to take an attack opportunity. I'm not scared.
Just for
Hit me,
funsies.
beast.
Just for funsies.
Hit me, beast. I want you to kill me, and I want to use my...
It's
Oh,
3
it hit me.
slashing damage.
I'll take 1. I'll do you 1. As I then scuttle back in and scuttle back out. And I go over to this one and I say, "Hit me, beast."
Okay. A 20.
It is because I'm two-handing.
So that is 2
As I
more
say,
slashing
okay,
damage.
maybe enough of that, and I'll just go back to the original one and I'll stay quiet. It's my turn.
Zholk.
Zholk has a bonk.
You attempt to bonk. Who are you bonking?
Wait, am I bonking? Yes, because if I try to set things on fire, I set the captain on fire.
Oh, I'm sure he's
Don't-
fine.
Remember,
He's
we're
a
trying to
fish.
save the captain.
He's fine.
We're trying to save him.
Bonk!
Oh, no.
That
That's
misses.
not good.
That's embarrassing.
That is pretty embarrassing.
Yes, it
You
is.
want to point and laugh at Zholk?
Well, last I checked, I've got no bonus action stuff, so that's me.
Okay.
Feebly flail
Skuttz,
your bell.
you currently have a very injured screaming harpy in your hand, trying to get it into your shirt.
I think I'm gonna let it go because my brain got all
Oh,
wrinkly and enlarged as well when Skuttz got bigger.
we had a brain blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the harpy go, and Skuttz is going to tell the captain to stay very still
Oh,
as
God.
she removes her shirt the rest of the way, her fluff floofing in the breeze from the ocean as she sets it open over him, because underneath should be fine. The pocket is open on top of him. I'm trying to protect him from the harpies. Can I do
Oh
that?
my god.
Hold on. I need to look at some rules.
Sit on the captain.
I need to look at some rules. What happens when you turn an interdimensional pocket inside out?
It's not inside out. It's open.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I mean, the inside of the shirt is now on the outside of it. Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
That's that one.
Everything
my
comes
God.
out of it.
My
Everything
things.
comes out.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's what happens when you turn it inside out.
That is true. That's what happens to a bag of holding at the very least when you turn it inside out.
Oh no.
Ah, but this is like a portal, surely.
Yeah.
Or is it?
So ooh, what am I gonna
Should have
do?
just used cure wounds.
What am I gonna do? You know what?
Thought about that
What
one.
is it? Oh, there we go.
If it's the green dragon, I swear to God.
Already had that and thrown it. And, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the Kraken ate it.
Go ahead and
Poor dragon.
roll 18 times on the granny bag table.
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh no.
My things.
Oh, some of these are going to be
13,
duplicates.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, give me a moment. Let's see if there's anything that actually needs
double
to be
check.
put on there. Okay, you need to roll. Let's see how many more times.
Wait, what?
Some of them repeated.
4 more times.
Okay.
No, that's just from the chest of mimic jelly because
Oh,
there's
no.
stuff stuck to it. What's stuck to the mimic jelly?
Wait.
More mimic
This
jelly
chest
stuff.
of mimic jelly. Did I have 2 things in there, or did it roll the same thing twice?
It rolled the same thing twice, so I'm just anything that's rolled twice. I'm just counting as the one item,
Okay.
just for ease. An embalmed scale of an amphibina, a tiny spool of black thread that never runs out, the ring from the orc wife that you murdered to get over a bridge, a picture of Skutt's imaginary friend, a set of obsidian chiton armor. Oh fuck. Okay. Give you a moment.
Oh god.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh no! The guy from the fighting pits?
No, not that one yet. Where the
No.
hell
Yes.
did I
Oni?
put the?
Wait, what's the Oni champion then?
Oh, that's yeah. That's just not what I'm sorting out immediately. As one of the dryads from when you were attacking the grove of Nylea.
Oh, dear.
Is included in that. A half-filled journal containing every thought Scott has ever had. A pouch of made out of flesh with a sinew drawstring. A few bits and pieces of an elf. still bruised from being collected. The elf that you stole right at the very beginning of the campaign and then was murdered by Sogeg in front of Granny. So there's a couple of pieces of that. A preserved eye, a necklace of holy symbols of a dozen different deities, the corpse of the Spinosaur that
Aye.
that you killed earlier.
I remember that.
I'm not going to put it spoken on the field because it's already dead. Okay. I love this.
You've
I
got to
love
get all this stuff
so
back
much.
into your
I love
pocket.
this so much. Let's
But the
go
captain's
ahead
safe,
and
right?
roll that. Let's determine stuff randomly for funsies. 2, 3, 4. What is that? A quartz crystal statuette of a flying dove falls
Beautiful.
out. And the Oni. Okay, where the hell is the Oni?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
No, those things hurt. Those things really, really hurt. No. No.
I'm trying to remember where I put all of these creatures.
This is fine.
Maybe Granny's made them friendly.
Oh yeah, don't forget they might have some interesting changes of mind thanks to their time with Granny.
Yeah. I think Granny will be grateful. They'll all be grateful. And they're going to be our best friends. And we're going to have an island party.
There it is.
We can tell them to pirate our ship with us, or else they go back in the bag.
Okay, and let's add them to the turn order.
Got to be honest, the Oni really scares me. The Oni really scares me. I remember that guy. He wasn't cool.
Okay. Open the character
Phyllis.
sheets.
At least the only slow.
Oh, Bennett's not first.
Okay.
What?
The
Well,
Dryad took over you.
let's
Motherfucker.
so you use your action to turn the granny bag inside out as a bunch of shit just topples out of it.
More stuff.
There's thankfully it's not fully inside out, so we're not just dumping every single thing in the bag out, but a good chunk of it falls out, including 2 of the creatures in there. We'll see how they feel when it gets to their turn. That was your action. Have you got any bonus actions?
I know I can. I can reach into my shirt and grab one more thing.
Yeah, sure. You can grab 2 more things and decide which one you want to keep. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh. Trying to see what I can do with a bonus action real quick. Ooh. Alright, I'll use a bonus action to use Magic Stone. It's a cantrip.
I believe that turns stones magical so that when you fling them, they do more damage.
Yes. Oh, there we go. For
Nice.
description only.
Yes, so this doesn't throw the pebbles, but now when you throw a pebble that you've attempted with this, it would do 2d10 plus 2d6 plus your strength plus your, I'm assuming for this one, yeah, it would be your charisma modifier.
Yeah.
So
So
it
that's
hurt
for my next turn.
a lot.
It's only allowed to describe, though. You're not allowed to do damage with it. Specifically says on the top.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Description
it's only for
only.
description, doesn't do damage. No.
Why does it say description only?
I've no idea. Absolutely no
Very
idea.
weird.
Okay. So you pick up 3 pebbles, probably just bits that have fallen out of the bag, and enchant them with a bit of magic. Yeah, let's see how Big Brain Skuttz pays off.
Is
Not-
the captain at least safe?
It's so big brain. I don't think
He's
any of us
under
understood what
the
happened.
Shirt. The shirt is still medium sized, as in size for a medium creature, because it's no longer attached to you. So it doesn't completely cover him, but at least there's on the outside of him there's a portal to Granny.
All right. Right.
Okay,
That's my
that one
turn.
has options, and it's just going to continue going after Zholk.
Just somehow all Zolk's fault. Somehow.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
definitely just stunned by whatever the fuck is happening. Next one.
They should still be taking
Oh,
3
yes.
damage.
Is it the start of their turn?
Start of turn, yes.
Okay, that one dies of terror.
Eh.
It is the Oni's
Give
turn.
me your soul.
Let's see what on earth the Oni would be doing at this point.
We're cool, right?
Yeah, he's going to be pretty cool, I think. He's just this is the first time he's been outside for a while, and he's just enjoying the sweet fresh air and just quite happy in himself.
Hang on.
Damn you, Oni!
That one gets more because it gets the harpy next one. Okay. What are we looking at? Okay. So I need everybody in this cone to make a Constitution saving throw, please. I'm not even gonna bloody count it for the harpy. The harpies just die. The harpies just disintegrate. Okay. So, let's do.
I should have got help from that.
Roll. Okay.
Oh dear.
So, it would be Nadrin, Neil, and the Dryad. Oh, Skuttz, you need to roll as well.
Captain roll.
The captain didn't. The captain's not surviving this either. The captain is not surviving this. Even if he, I mean, even with a success, he wouldn't be able to survive that much damage.
This is fine.
Okay. Nadrin, Neil, and the Dryad take 35 points of cold damage. Everyone else takes half as much. Anything that is killed by it, so all of those harpies and the captain turn into frozen statues as it casts Cone of
shit.
Cold.
You've got an icicle rat.
But
I think you've got an ice for me.
It's cold damage, which you have resistance on, but that's still a lot.
It's still more than 7.
It's still more than what you
One
got.
sec.
Is this a new round since I last did my uncanny dodge?
Is it?
Yes.
Sorry, what was the damage again?
No.
So for yourself, it would be
17.
17. So you would
But then
drop
half
that
that
again
again.
to 8. So 8 cold damage.
If
Right.
only it was 5 feet closer.
Okay.
Oh, if I
Ooh.
had
Can't
one
use
more
my forge
health.
in the fire pits.
If I had one more
You've
health.
got reach because of your tattoo.
But it's 30 feet, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Total.
Is it? Where
So
did I
15 feet
actually,
normal.
where did I write it normally?
Let's have a look.
Where actually is the rule, so I know where I'm looking for it?
I post
Is it on
I just got it on my character sheet, but I posted
the
it a
stun?
little bit up.
It's on the Z stun. Reduces 0 hit points by attack. You use your reaction to make an attack roll against the creature.
So close.
Yeah, it would be the normal extra reach.
Yes.
Of the 10-foot reach from that, plus the extra reach from your tattoo. So yeah, that would be 40 feet.
Oh, sweet. Then I attack him with rage.
What's the reach your tattoo gives?
Here's a budget. Duration can reach. It's 15. No, it's 15 feet. It's 15 feet from
15.
tattoo.
Okay.
Yes.
So
it's
then
only
it
30.
would be 25 feet.
As I freeze in cool pose. I thought we were cool, Oni.
Specifically, a creature killed. So the froze people that are still should still be making death saves. You can be restored, but yeah, the Oni definitely got his cheeky bits in, and he's gonna run the fuck away. Doesn't want to go back in the bag.
Say let him go.
Okay, next is a harpy that is gonna go after Neil after watching him just burn holes through all of its friends. A 14 and a 13 to hit. I think both miss.
I think he's a 16. No, 15.
It's either 15 or 16, yeah.
15.
Okay. Nadrin, I need a death saving throw, please.
Yeah.
You definitely scared off all the harpies, or at least most of them. That is a successful save. Okay. Next, yeah, these harpies are just not dealing with an Oni. They'll come back and live another day. Okay, the Dryad. Angry one, and it's not happy with you a lot.
I can't tell why. We did nothing wrong.
You know what? It looks around, freezing its arse off. Oh, actually, yeah. It wouldn't be fully frozen solid because it didn't die. But being blasted by ice after finally escaping the whatever horrors Granny was inflicted on it, it turns invisible. Just gone. I don't suppose anyone has a Skuttz, Bennett, or Zholk has a way of seeing the invisible. It's going to move out of the way, which I will give you all opportunity attacks, but it'll be at disadvantage because you can't see what you're doing.
If its intention is just to run away, I think Bennett will just be willing to let it go.
Okay.
It served its time.
It's not prepared, but I do have invisibility.
Zholk is down. So yeah, Zholk wouldn't get into this one. So you didn't cross yourself out. You need to remember crossing yourself out. Skuttz, would you want to try and stop the disappeared Dryad, or are you going to let it run off invisibly?
We're gonna let it run off. She's worried about her friends right now, so
yeah, there's more important things to deal with. Okay, Bennett.
Well, seeing the harpies are still posing a threat.
There are a few of them. A lot of the you can see out of a lot of the trees on the edge of this jungle, harpies taking to the air and running the fuck away. But there are still a few lingering that are definitely looking with interest at these freshly frozen meals.
Okay, I'm going to fly. Still take advantage of the fact that I've got wings.
Absolutely.
I'm going to fly here and attack this one with Soul Reaver.
Yep. It does seem to be
Um,
looming over the frozen Sogeg.
Don't get any flanking or advantage bonus because of
No.
the fact that he's down donor, so that's fine.
That is a miss.
Right, I'll follow that up with a lash of my Demon Spine whip then.
That hits.
I'm guessing that does it.
that definitely hits.
And then my remaining 30 flying speed, I will go over here to hopefully start trying to aid Nadrin and Neil.
Okay.
Actually, can I just retcon one thing?
Sure.
I'll stop there instead.
Okay. Neil
Is going to just bite the harpy.
give him a nibble. It's a miss. He's too sad that Nedrin is frozen next to him.
And he's going to try and bite again.
Ever one to avenge, he bites and grabs the harpy. It's still alive, but he's bitten and grabbed the harpy.
And it is now grappled as well.
And he's now grappled. It's not going anywhere.
And that's about all he can do.
All right. Zholk, I need a death saving throw. You make these an advantage because you've got heroic destiny. That is a success. Sogeg, I need a death saving throw.
Sogeg always passes these.
I will point out to everyone that you can use piety.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. Roll20 was listening.
Sogeg decides, actually, I've not bled quite enough. Because it was cold, I need to bleed a little bit for Mogis. So I give him a tasteful failure.
You can use piety in the story points to try and succeed some of these. It's quite a hefty penalty to it, but if you're worried about being dead, yeah, you can spend
Sogeg
some
will never
points. The captain's going to continue being frozen. Harpy over here.
Oh shit, is the captain dead then?
Sees a free meal. And he's going to start nibbling at Sogeg. That's an immediate failed death save. Okay, Skuttz.
Skuttz is gonna turn around and see her BFF Zholk down. Oh god, Zholk and Sogeg. What do? Well, Sogeg is getting murdered pretty well, so she's going to just
eaten.
like shout, and as she shouts, an arc from her horn will. How do I use it? Will go. Oh, I have to roll dice. There we go. An arc of light will hit Sogeg as she uses healing light. And sorry, I have to lean in real close, real quick. So you get 1d6. I'm like, yay, this came in useful, and I'm like, is that really a good thing though? You get one.
That's all I need.
That is all you need to not
Sogeg
die.
reinvigorated.
And so that was my bonus action. And so for my,
because you've.
I would
So
like-
you rolled. Oh no, that was Sogeg rolling the d6.
Apology.
Right,
I
okay.
wasn't sure. I take that one health
Yeah,
though.
it's a
It's
one
a big
health.
thumbs up from Sogeg. Still a bit woozy
it's, all
from
you-
being nibbled on
the ol-
by.
it's the only strength you have. You just like lift the thumb. I'm like, okay, not dead. And she's gonna then use her movement to turn around and take a step towards Zolk, and use her action to use Cure Wounds. So she's just gonna reach into her pocket and pull out this little patch, and she's gonna
the
throw it
normal
onto
pocket.
Zolk. Yeah, the normal pocket, not the granny pocket. And it'll just use some creepy hag magic to like stitch itself over your wounds. Fun. So you get 4.
Can you show the description of cure wounds for me?
Oh no.
Oh, it's there. Show spell description. There it is.
There
Okay, it's any creature you touch. That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. Zholk is an irritating little rat, and if you have an ability that specifically targets a friendly creature, Zholk doesn't meet that qualification.
Oh no.
Thankfully, Cure Wounds is a creature you touch. No effect on undead or constructs, so it's fine.
All right. And then that's my bonus action and my action, I believe.
Okay. Everyone is sort of distracted, so the owner is just going to start doing things. Don't worry about it.
Well, we've ruined the island.
This one
Gonna head off?
is stuck in Neil's jaws, and he's going to attempt to not be stuck in Neil's jaws.
I bagsy the harpy next to
And
me, by
it
the
succeeds.
way.
It managed to rip
happy with it.
itself
Oh,
free, and then just decides it's going to go to. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. It's going to go to here, and then explode.
Oh, that is so rude.
Oh!
So I need Neil and Bennett to make dexterity saving throws. Nadrin, that is a failed save.
We need to
Yeah.
patch up Nadrin.
Neil!
Base Neil.
Or beast.
That's his third nat 20 tonight.
So that's 7 points of piercing damage to Bennett and 3 points to Neil.
Is this a new round? So can I half that again?
Or
Or is it the same round as last time?
yes,
I think
it
it
is.
has
It
been a
is.
full
It is
round now.
because the last time you used it was against the Oni, and the Oni's had another
Yeah.
turn. So yeah.
So that's 3.
Okay. Nadrin, I need a death save. That is a
Ooh.
success. That's, I believe, 2 successes and 1 fail.
Yep.
Does anyone have good medicine? Can we? We might need to.
Okay.
As a Bon Jovi fan, I only have bad medicine.
Hell,
But
I've got -1.
fucking hell, that hurt my arm.
Bennett,
Don't do that.
Right. I'll fly over here and take a swipe.
yeah, it's very dead. It's very dead. Anything else?
reflex. Where was I stood? Here. How far was that? 20. So I've got enough movement to move back. Is it an action or a bonus action to try and help somebody to stabilize?
It's an action, and you've already used your
An
action to attack.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just in case there's a failed roll on Nadrin's next turn, I'll be there to try.
Okay.
To feast on her soul and add it to your collection.
There's no.
Well, I mean,
Could be part of the Bennett cloak. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you could be part of Bennett's tattoo.
Not, thanks.
Neil.
I don't know if he can do anything really. He's just gonna, cause like he's not got any healing.
He
Pretty common in
can-
animals that when their master dies, they start eating them.
He
Without the stress of it
can
all.
attempt a medicine check to essentially try and help you stabilize. Basically, he'd roll medicine DC 10. If he gets a success, it counts as one success for yourself. If he fails, it counts as one fail for yourself. Cuddles up next to you, and maybe the warmth of the loving Neil
What
helps
is-
you not
What
die.
is the
Be wisdom if he doesn't have it as a skill.
wisdom? Oh, he's only got +1.
That's
That's a
pretty
risky roll.
good for this party.
Do I risk it?
Do you risk it?
Sometimes gotta live life risky.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Gotta live life by the spice.
Come on, Neil. No.
No, you shouldn't live life.
Neil!
Why
That
did you
is a
live life
fail.
risky? That's foolish.
He's rolled 3 natural
Foolish.
20s and wouldn't get one for you.
That's got to be a loss of loyalty right there. Neo.
Again, you can pay piety to auto succeed.
Nah, Zolk's going to
would
heal you.
cost him.
Zolk's good at this kind of thing.
Well, no. You
Recommend Zolk just like walk
shake
away.
off well, no, you're alive. You shake off the frigid
Not healed.
hit of the Oni. What would you like to do?
Oh right, yeah, I don't need to make that save.
you got
Good
4 points
thing.
of healing from Skuttz.
I believe a crit fail is 2
Also, yeah,
fails,
Skuttz
right?
would not be a.
Yes, it is.
That would have been a one shot.
Yeah, it would have not been good.
All right. So, is the captain dead?
You can make a medicine check to try and find out.
He's an icicle.
He's pretty frozen.
We can heal him.
He's frozen.
He's frozen. He's frozen solid.
Well, unsurprisingly, Zolk doesn't give a shit about the captain.
Fair.
As Zolk's running over, kind of dejectedly, I'm just going to put a hand up and say, Zolk, are you sure you're the one to be near a dying person? Specifically who are trying to not die?
It is
Yes.
considered a saving throw.
Oh.
His death saves.
I'm gonna sit here and rub my rat
Oh,
paddles.
Oh my god.
True, I forgot you had rat paddles.
That's amazing.
I was ready
That's so good.
Oh no.
Why did I give you that episode? I'm trying to remember where that came from.
because I revived someone 3
We're so
times.
Oh, yeah. So,
Nice.
with the rat paddle shock, Nadrin, you once again return to the world of the living with 6 points of health.
Oh wow, that's nearly as much as I had when I died.
Nice.
More than I've got.
I had 7 when I died.
Okay, anything else, Zholk?
Can I use a sealer's leaf?
That's an action.
No, that is an action. Unless you've got a way to use an item as a bonus action. I know there is an epithet some people have that does allow that. I just don't know. If you've got quick fingered active, yes, you can.
I don't currently.
But I don't think anyone that has access to quick fingered has actually used it. So
Unless 69 story means I can have 5 epithet.
no, you max.
I don't know
4.
when I get that.
You'd never have
Alright.
5 epithets.
Big sads.
This is why you should spend story points to do things. I might be convinced to give you 5 at some point, but maybe not. You're already pretty
I
strong.
want to use story to make Zholk dead.
I mean, in this session alone, I've used all of them.
Yeah, they're good.
Sogeg.
Well, Sogeg was holding on to the harpy, about to sting it with his tail, as I just see a giant knife go through its face by a winged person who then flies away.
Oh, he tried.
And seeing it,
Yeah, he did knife it, didn't he?
seeing it as like kind of saves me the hassle. I'm going to start eating the harpy.
Okay, yeah.
The
Chow
harpy
down.
angered me.
It's raw and not the most pleasant thing in the world. So give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I believe it's called rare. I am immune to disease. Yay!
You'll have to forgive me as my connection to Roll20 is struggling a bit. Okay.
Oh yeah,
yes, you are definitely enjoying some. It's not very nice meat. It
surprisingly
tastes,
gamey.
It almost tastes
Surprisingly
spoiled
gamey.
already. It tastes like it's been dead for a lot longer than the few seconds since it died.
Good point. Remembering, I will keep sort of eating a good portion, I feel. I'll rip one of its wings off and remember to keep it for Frankos.
That is true. Have you got a way to keep it fresh for Frankos?
Oh no.
No,
But
fine.
I suspect that doesn't matter for
matter.
Frankos.
I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Then looking around and perhaps going to inform me if I help the captain or not. Where's my Ephitonus? Where's my big... I'm confused how he lost when he had a gigantic ballista.
It's right next to where he was. He just got completely overwhelmed by harpies. There are a couple harpy bodies with javelin bolts stuck in them. Quite a few where there's javelin bolts hitting trees, where he's missed. But it did, considering he got 1 attack a turn and there was 40 of them.
Is there any blood on it?
Not on it.
Oh. I'm going to use my movement and do the only thing I can do. I point to the captain and say, "Shame! Shame!" I'm angry at how... I give him a ballista and he doesn't even get it bloody. That's just... I'm lost for words.
Is that everything?
Hey, that's my turn.
Okay.
It's about as useful as I can be. I have nothing left. I literally have nothing left. And I have 1 hit point.
Skuttz,
Sogeg's on fumes.
your rage has ended. What would you like to do?
She's gonna try to see if she can save him. She's just gonna take her last patch. She's gonna like rip a little piece off of her loincloth and maybe like restitches itself. There we go. Hag cloth. And see if it does anything.
Reach
She's like,
out,
no!
and place this hag patch upon the captain, and usually you would see it scuttle about the body, patching wounds. But this, it seems almost like you'd placed it on a rock or on the floor, as it doesn't move at all. The captain is dead.
Maybe we just need to slowly thaw him.
I was thinking that my suggestion would have been not to just leave him behind, but at least put him on the boat in the sun, and then hopefully he'll thaw out. And
Even as a
better.
mascot, honestly,
He'd still be
Stuff him.
considered a living creature for cure wounds, and if cure wounds failed, It means he's not a living creature anymore.
I mean,
It could definitely be the master.
we need to go. We need to save his soul. We need to get to the underworld.
We have a mermaid for the front of the ship.
That too.
We're not leaving without tying a dead thing to the front of my boat.
Well, Captain's dead.
I mean, there's
Guts would like
the corpse of the Spinosaur on the floor still after falling out of Skutt's shirt.
Skuttz would like to check to see if the captain has the amulet on him still.
Make an investigation check for me.
Oops,
That's
wrong one.
intimidation, but you still
Just
rolls a
shout
natural
to him.
20.
Where is the amulet?
As you start patting him down desperately, I'll still take the roll of the first one because you got a natural
Okay.
20. And yes, he does still have the amulet on him. You also find a few pieces of gold. I'll say 7 pieces of gold. And what would he have had? You would find it sort of looks like almost like a starfish, but sort of dried. Quite small, but only fit in the palm of your hand.
He's gone, you guys. She just like looks around.
No. There was nothing we could have. Don't blame yourself, Skuttz. There was nothing we could have done.
What?
Nothing.
I gave him an amulet. Could have
I mean,
that's on him.
we gave an amulet. We gave him a ballista, and he gets killed by like a pigeon. Like,
Literally a
Right.
fuck. But first of all, is that everything you're doing on your turn, Skuttz?
Sorry. Yeah.
Before we start getting distracted okay.
I'm scared that the turn order's not ended.
Yeah, I wonder what could be happening. Nadrin,
Do we feel like we're being stalked?
now that you are alive again, with courtesy of the rat, what would you like to do?
I am going to run over to the captain. Like, probably kneel down on the floor and just kind of have a moment of silence for him and just be like, I am so sorry that you died like this.
Like this. Ugh.
I am so sorry that this happened and it's all because of us.
No. Actually.
It depends on how you look at it.
We gave him everything he needed.
We brought him here, we left him here. He's only here because of us. He only left the city because of us.
Make me feel kind of bad that we rode and got lost. Starting to think it was kind of our fault.
I'd like everyone to please make a perception check.
I'm great at these. Would my blood sense? I'm guessing there's blood everywhere, honestly, but
Blood sense is specifically living creatures,
that's
and it is an
persuasion.
action to use, so you'd have to wait till your turn.
And I can't use my divine sense because I think that. Wait a minute, is divine sense definitely is an action? Damn it.
Okay.
He
So
does
good,
have
that was
perception,
persuasion.
sorry.
I mean, you know, I just sort of, hey, anybody out there? That would have been a 15 for perception. Holy
Okay.
shit, that was a good roll from me.
Well, you all hear, except for maybe Zholk and Nedrin and Neil. Oh no, he actually has perception.
Yeah, I didn't realize,
yeah.
so I rolled
Because,
wisdom and then realized.
aside from Nedrin and Zholk, who still probably just have ringing of death in their ears, you would hear the sort of ticking of metal on metal as the unoccupied boat's anchor is being lifted.
Oh, fuck me. Let's get on the boat.
Wait.
The island's shifting. The island is piecing out.
All the invisible dryads jumped on the ship and is stealing it from
Oh,
under
the
our
little
faces.
shitty... Oh my god. The dryad. Curse you.
Yeah, definitely the
slag.
dryad is the only one that can turn invisible.
Quick.
Oh no.
Bat Rogue.
Oh, yes, it's an Oni.
Bat Rogue, go.
Maybe it was
and
cool.
it's definitely the dryad that could have flown over the water and not splashed towards it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too far for me to fly, even if I rush.
So with that, yeah, we'll give Bennett your turn.
Well, I mean, I can't. I'm going to be in the water here, whatever. At least
Well,
it's
you're
shallow, but
Flying over the top of it at the very least.
I'm making it to about there.
Dink.
Assuming I can stand up in that depth of water, or am I treading water?
Well, you'd be flying over the top of it because you essentially just hover over the top of it.
Right. Okay. I'm
Unless you
hovering.
wanted to land in the water, but it would be about waist deep at that point.
I'll stay hovering
Okay.
for now.
Neil.
Neil's a water person. Get in the water, Neil.
Yeah. He's definitely can stop an entire boat by himself.
Get to the.
So that you're just dashing straight towards the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. Zholk.
My Doomflayer's exploded, hasn't it?
Yes, you'd have to make a new one, which takes a while.
It's in a tree.
I mean, I'm not about to take 8 hours to make one, so...
We could always make a raft. I reckon. I like our raft building chances.
Where is it? I need to read this.
We'll figure out who's living in the island. There's a hut, but no druid.
Oh, it only takes an action. Alright. 60 feet. Skuttz and Sogeg, which of you are healthier?
Definitely Skuttz. Definitely.
That's
on a scale of
such
1
a
to 10,
good question.
I'm going to say this with an air. Literally, unironically, on my character sheet, I have one thing. I have one thing left. Actually, I've got 4 things left. That's total numbers added up.
Aye.
Health is lower of those.
I'm going to use my once a long rest to polymorph.
Okay.
Oh. That's not what I was
Hey,
expecting.
Skuttz, would you like demon wings?
Oh.
No,
Yes.
that's not how polymorph works.
No.
Is it not?
What's it do?
No, polymorph
Oh, any
turns
beast.
somebody
Okay.
into a beast.
Oh,
Yes.
Think of it like a
Right.
druid's wild shape.
okay.
Sure, you wouldn't do something awful to
But-
us then.
They get
level
the
are you?
entirety of the creature's stats, including what languages and their intelligence. So keep that in mind.
Right. Okay.
And it has to be a beast lower than the person's level in challenge rating.
So 6 or less?
So I believe are you level 7? I think you're level 7.
7.
Yeah,
So it'd
that
be,
sounds a bit
yeah,
ridiculous.
CR7 or lower.
We've got a reference of things I could work from because I don't know this.
I can't. Does it take away my spell list and everything?
Yep, it just turns you
Then we
straight
might-
up into the creature.
Turn into.
It might be worth doing this to myself then.
Give me an example of the type of creature you'd want to turn into. What are you actually looking for, and then I can tell you how tough they are. Because
Winged and thick.
Apparently, a
thick
space
wings?
marine is CR6.
Right, hold on, let me find some dinosaurs.
Pretty sure
Well,
a
there's
baby
also a
Tarrasque
great eagle, I think.
would be a little Tarrasque.
The Tarrasques aren't beasts. I'm not that
baby one.
nice. I'm not that nice.
That would be ridiculous.
Where the
Whatever you turn
dinosaurs?
into, I need to draw a Zholk as
Okay.
that thing.
The Quetzalcoatlus is challenge rating 2. The
I'm swollen by CR at the
Kong
moment.
Tomato is challenge rating 5, so you can turn into a Kong Tomato.
Become a tomato.
It's Kongamato, but it looks like tomato just at first glance. Also, giant creatures.
Winged kobold.
You could turn into a giant eagle, which is
Damn
challenge
it.
rating 1.
Giant crab is 8. No.
Is,
Giant crabs, eh? Really?
what's a young dragon? Is a young
No, the
dragon?
giant crabs are 1/8.
Yeah, you don't want that.
What?
You could turn to a huge crab, though. Where's the huge crab? Oh, it's hulking
only-
crab. Sorry, hulking crab. That's challenge rating 5 if you want to be a size huge crab.
The only beast part is the part that's the problem here.
Oh, yeah, it has to be beast.
Polymorph is my favourite spell in this game because I make custom versions of it that apply to different types of creatures. The reason it's for beasts is because beasts typically have a low challenge rating and low sets of abilities. When I give people the ability to turn into elementals, for example, and they turn into elementals that cause mass damage to everything just being nearby them. Cough, cough, Captain, cough, cough.
I have a decision. I'd like to be a giant crocodile.
Giant crocodile.
Ooh,
Okie
fast
dokie.
in water. The Oni will see you as friend.
Find or a giant giant crocodile. So you're targeting yourself.
Yep.
Giant crocodile. Over top of yourself. And let me give you access to its sheet. There you go. You are now giant crocodile.
Whee!
Oh, that's big.
Have fun.
What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
So 30 feet movement on land, which is it's
You've also
okay.
used your action and you're concentrating on the spell.
This is fine. That's me.
It's a really suspicious looking rat just stood there. Turns
Well,
out
it's
it's
so
just
we
a
could actually
crocodile.
see the board.
Yeah. Zolk just scuttles away when we see him. Zolk, I can see you. You're in the hedge.
No, I'm not.
Get
I'm
out
over
here.
there. I'm green.
Sogeg, you see a giant crocodile rush out of the bushes that has an oddly rat-shaped front teeth. I like to think that you can still
Resist
keep
the urge to throw
parts.
javelin at it.
Like, it still has the bandages and stuff like that over it.
Oh, I could ride it.
That is true.
I
It
put-
is big enough for
I
you to
put-
ride.
I put a heavy hand on the captain, and you see an actual tear come out of Sogeg's eyes. As, in muffled tone, I just say, "You couldn't bleed. You were frozen. Bogus has been robbed. Because I'm having the worst day, I remember that I'm part fish, as I will gracefully go to here and then use my manta ray cloak to wee. And
Just
then
skip off the top of the water.
I'm going to use 1/4 of my total numbers I have left as I tap into the divine. I divine sense. Is there divine beast on this boat?
Is it
The boat is within 6 feet.
so a celestial fiend or undead? There are no celestial fiends or undead nearby.
Good to know. I'm then. Oh, I've only got bonus action left, actually. Oh, that was a slight mistake. Then whatever he's called, Sogeg. I'm gonna have a quick look through. Just looks through his like pockets, like what have I got? Oh, Sogeg's sad. As I put my arm to the air, as I use my ring of jumping to cast jump as a bonus action, and I have no movement left. I don't like that. You just see me minutely levitate up in the water. Not sure it's the tide or the magic of my powers. I end my turn.
Okay. Skuttz.
All right. Skuttz is going to reach over and look at Nadrin as she pats her on the shoulder and uses a charge of bolster magic.
Oh,
So I will roll a d3.
Yes, you can give D3 spell slots back.
How do I roll a d3 when there's only a d4?
Roll a D6 and half it, basically.
Okay.
So 3. So it can be either 3 level 1 spell slots, a level 2 and a level 1, or a level 3 spell slot back.
Well, I have 3 missing level 1 spell slots. Going back up to 4.
There you go.
nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll use. Oh God. My movement before I. We'll get away from everyone injured before I use my really bad timing for something to like explode. But 45 feet puts me right next to Neil. Oh, no. I don't know if I can actually get by without hurting everybody. I have to go all the way over here.
Sometimes you just got to take a
Still
risk.
really close to. It's still really close to Sogeg.
How much damage can you do with it?
That
Like-
does not matter.
All right, I'm gonna move her over to there.
Neil can probably stand it if you do
I can.
a bit of damage. He's still got a fair amount of health left. Not that I'm happy about sacrificing some of his life, but he can stand a hit.
I'll give a thumbs up for what needs to be done. Must be done.
Ah,
What are the
what?
chances you
No.
roll that we all explode? What are the chances? I think
It's over here
low.
by the starfish. Okay. And then she'll rage. What?
Oh no. Oh dear.
No.
That probably is the worst one.
Yeah, that's.
Ooh.
That is not great.
Oh dear. I'm sorry, everyone.
A
All
natural
right.
one, essentially. Okay. Thankfully, you make sure you are out of everyone's way, so it's just going to affect yourself.
Oh, it's 10 foot. Nice.
So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, Skuttz. Oh yeah, you're fine. You ignore your own confusion.
It's just really tired.
Really tired. Almost like you're not
All
really
right.
fit to try and fight a full health Oni that's been augmented by Granny.
I don't think it's an enemy.
And I think that's my bonus action, my action, and my movement. So that's my
Okay.
turn.
I need to. So that's what. Okay. As you rush in closer, strange sort of twinkling fog starts to just emit from the deck of the boat. Sogeg, Skuttz, you fall asleep.
You can gas it twice in a holy shit.
You're both magically are put to sleep.
Oh no, it's sleep.
As he casts the sleep spell.
Is it not wisdom saving throw? Or is it, no, it's not. Is
there any save
I
against?
can't remember actually. I think you're right. I think it's literally just based on its health.
Yeah, he rolls the pool and then subtracts your totals, and it's enough to put both Sogeg and Skuttz to sleep. You fall unconscious.
I can breathe underwater. I can breathe underwater, so I'm not dead.
Yeah, unconscious until for a minute.
Night night.
And back down.
You just make a raft.
As the boat begins to twig. Get the hecky Toreki out of there.
He's going to have the same problem as us, though, because he can't row it and know where he's going.
Give me a insight check. It's okay. Just for
I call out.
funsies.
Actually.
How much treasure did you leave on that ship?
Oh, we forgot about the treasure.
No.
I didn't forget.
Maybe that's why he's taking it.
He's still going to get lost.
He just needs to.
And we can dob him
get
in on
away
faster.
from
We
you.
can dob him in for faster.
That is also true. It would also make for a fun recurring villain of just having an Oni come and steal your shit.
I think actually we need to snitch on this guy ASAP and call faster to get our ship back.
Nadrin, would you like to do anything? Essentially, you've all got one turn to try and stop the boat before he gets out of range, and Sogeg and Skuttz are asleep.
I don't know whether this is going to be particularly helpful or not.
What? How could it make the situation worse?
Good question. Let me just check. Why does this have to be 30 foot? I'm not going to be able to in range. Bugger. Wait. I've got a thing that doubles my range if it's only targeting one thing, right?
Spell sniper, yes.
Does that count for buffs?
No.
Shit.
It's only stuff if you are making a ranged spell attack roll.
Ugh. I can't reach now. Far out of range.
I just want to point out this was not where I expected this session to go.
I'm sorry.
In the slightest, I was not expecting that. That's D&D. That's the fun of D&D. That was our barbarian's big brain moment.
It's fine.
Just wait, guys. I think Skutt's plan's going to all come together.
I'll give you this. If the Oni gets to escape, we've got another recurring character. There's a reason you hate him because he's stolen all your stuff and left you marooned on an island.
I've got a plan.
Oh,
You're probably
gonna be
won't like
angry.
it, but I've got a plan.
I mean, we'll see.
How is the weather right now?
balmy, sunny, a gentle breeze coming off the ocean.
Okay. That's not very helpful. I'm just trying to claw at anything I possibly can right now.
Can you not make it rain?
I have the
No, you'd
ability
need to be.
subtly
You'd,
control the weather.
Yeah, you'd need a
So
Ah.
if it's raining, I
level
can
spell.
stop it raining from an area
Could-
around me.
We can use points of piety
That is true.
and
You've got
we can
piety
do
and story to
channel
try and
divinities.
help you out.
if we want that though.
I'm sure a sudden kraken that's friendly wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, I'm sure that wouldn't cost too many piety points.
I am going to attempt to ask Thassa to help stop the ship from getting away.
Okay. And how many points are you willing to spend?
I will spend 15.
15 points. Okay. So you raise your arms to the sky, face outwards into the ocean, and beg Thassa to please stop this boat. And there isn't much immediate change. You definitely feel a chill sort of in the air, like a very sudden turning of the weather. All I'll give for this point. Bit of time to build.
We might want to run away from the Oni.
Well,
We're all at 2 health.
let's see what Bennett wants to do.
Well, now that Nadrin's just done that, it does kind of change my plan slightly. Would I know that Nadrin has just done that?
You'd have heard her. She'd shout the prayer to Thassa out loud.
Well, I don't believe in Thassa, actually, so...
I mean, you know
Whoa.
Thassa exists, you just don't really support her.
We can still not believe in her.
Yeah, true.
Right, yeah, I'm going to do...
There are
What
people in
I was
Theros
gonna
that think
do.
it's a globe. Theros.
Because Skuttz and Sogeg are asleep for a minute.
They are asleep for a minute, yes.
I don't see the thing or any of this going in our favour suddenly within the next minute. So I'm going to land here on the boat.
Okay.
In my inventory, I have 2 oil lanterns. I'm going to smash both of them and then set them on fire. And then I'm going to fly off the boat.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Because
Give me
if we're not going to all get on the boat before it gets away, then I'm just going to sink the boat, and then at least the treasure's a bit offshore, not miles out at sea. Because if we're not all getting away.
Yeah.
And you said it was a particularly dry day, so that
yeah,
wood's going to
it's
be
not going to be
particularly flammable.
especially the top deck. It has also been sort of at anchor on the shore for quite a while, so it's, I wouldn't call it bone dry, but it's definitely not like had to crash through waves and soak itself kind of thing. It's definitely going to start catching. If you're multi-measuring movement while you're holding it out, press Q. It'll put waypoints in it.
Okay.
So
Is that
I've
everything,
gone from
Bennett?
there
Yeah.
to there, and then I'm going to get 35 feet back towards shore. So yeah, that's where I want to be.
I have no idea what is happening to your token at the moment. Roll20 is just it's having its moment.
Having the same issue trying to move earlier. I was like,
It's trying. It's doing its best.
I'm
Okay.
just
So
watching
you're
the
so you're gonna
stream
move
now,
to
just
there.
waiting for it to catch up.
Yeah. So is that everything once you get there?
Oh, I'm nearly there. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That
Neil.
should be just below. There we go.
Neil, how far away? Neil is gonna go over and try and keep Skuttz from being like face down.
Asleep, face down in the water. Oh, that is a smart idea. Okay.
thanks, Neil.
Zholk.
Zholk has a really dumb plan.
Oh no.
Don't forget, you've got the
If you
you've
spawn an
got
Oni, I'm gonna be very
all
angry.
of the stats of the crocodile, including its intelligence. So keep that in mind.
Ooh, -4. I'm a dash.
Okay.
And then that gives me 50 feet because I'm now in the water.
Yep. You wouldn't be able to climb up the side of the boat. You don't have thumbs.
This
Just
is
like launch
fine.
yourself.
Got claws.
I mean, I've never been to Florida, so I couldn't tell you how well crocodiles and alligators are good at climbing things.
I usually just eat them.
So you
I
can-
never said I wanted to climb the
They can-
boat.
They can jump a good bit out of the water if it's deep enough.
That is true. It's
I'd
not
not
that
like-
deep, but that's true.
I think the boat would be higher than they can jump, though. Well, he's giant, though.
Well, he
I
is
don't
giant.
know.
You
Yeah.
need a good run up, which you're not going to get in the shallows here. But
So, dashing is my action, yes?
yep.
Can I spend 9 story to make a story of eating the ship?
Oh
my God. I don't believe it.
No, to put it
Aw.
simply, I'm not going to let you eat the ship. What would I allow for 9 stories that you to try and help stop it?
I wanted to bite a hole into it.
I will allow there to be just deep enough water for you to jump onto the boat. I'll do it that way. For,
Okay.
for
Amazing
9
story of the just deep enough water.
for 9 points.
Water tail.
Story. God damn it.
Right. So is a giant crocodile heavy enough to rock the boat?
Oh, definitely.
Yes! Alright, ancient Greek Titanic, let's go. That's my turn.
Okay. Sogeg, you are asleep in the water.
Just
Skuttz,
bubbles.
you are asleep in the water. Right. What else are you going to try and do? He just doesn't want to deal with a crocodile on his shiny new boat.
Me boat.
Let's have a look. What can he? What fun things can we do? I like doing fun things.
So we're not going to have a boat ride anymore. I suspect with the fire, the gigantic crocodile. On it.
Don't worry
We're good
about
at
it.
making rafts.
Oh my god.
So, in crocodile form, you slam into the boat, and almost the moment you touch it, it suddenly just poofs into air, into almost a cloud-shaped boat. As you fall straight through it. And you watch in confusion as your boat sails off, made out of clouds, into a very much worsening seascape.
Damn gaseous form.
Yep, big gaseous
That's
form.
you. Oni.
Does gaseous form apply to everything within the ship as well, or would the treasure have just fallen through the hull?
Along with everything it's wearing and carrying. Any object it was
Including the
carrying
fire,
or
because
holding.
fire's gas anyway, so that
can't be
fire's following
dropped.
it, surely.
Oh, yeah, this cloud is on fire. Absolutely, this cloud is on fire.
Good.
If we don't get the treasure, no one does. The worst thing is when the boat sinks, it's then Thassa's treasure. So we can't. That treasure's gone to us. It's gone.
It's
Literally
it's-
gone.
Why is gaseous form a flammable gas? Because he might have just screwed himself over big time.
Oh, I
Poor
will
Is it a
allow you
Mr.
to
Bubble
spend story
situation?
points to turn the gas flammable and just make it explode the moment he thinks he's gotten away.
Yes. I'll wait until it's clear of the big crocodile, and yeah, I'll spend however many story points you want to.
How many
to
story
turn it
points
into methane.
do you want to try and use to convince me to turn the cloud of gas
How much of a nuke do you want?
All
into
of them, if I have to.
God.
Okay. I'll take 20 story points off you as the gaseous ship sort of sails over larger and larger waves until all of a sudden there is a catastrophic explosion as the gas, maybe some of the treasure as it was turned to gas had turned into flammable gas, and as it was seeping through the wooden gas, it connects with the fire of your lanterns and explodes, showering cloudy gold into the nearby ocean. You definitely see a large cloudy splash where you assume the Oni landed in the water somewhere.
Well, if the Oni didn't like us before, we've made an enemy here.
Or it could have learned a valuable lesson. Don't steal our shit.
Just that.
I mean, it did succeed in stealing your shit. It's no longer yours.
Yeah, but for how
But it's
long
no
did
longer-
they succeed?
It's a middle ground. We'll put it that way. Whew,
Still got
okay.
Brad as well out there. Oh god.
With that, I'll remove the turn order.
I think that's how you create supervillains.
Oh, yeah, this Oni is coming. But so you've now got an ogre best friend and an ogre arch nemesis.
And a mystery dryad who just disappeared into the
And
darkness.
the dryad wandered towards the jungle, so might be there somewhere. But
Oh no.
that one doesn't have the ability to fly and turn things into gas like the Oni
I
does.
remember being really happy when we put the Oni in the shirt. 'Cause it was like, thank God, Onis are so scary. God damn it!
Yeah, there's a bit of a behind the screen moment.
Didn't
But,
survive either.
yeah,
But let's be honest, is there a realistic chance that survived that?
oh, pretty
Yes.
pretty high. Pretty
Oh, okay.
high. The boat didn't survive. The treasure it was trying to steal from you didn't really survive. So it was a net loss for both of you, but at least he's no longer trapped in the bag.
That's what we're
He's
taught in
also
school,
like
right?
out at sea,
Just
heavily burned from his own methane explosion. So we'll see if he even survives that.
I'm proud of our pettiness. We did good. Well, I don't know about anything else, but I'm just going to stay laying down in the water and sleep it off.
Yeah,
So it gets
sleep
stuck
is in
it out.
concentration. So after a minute passes, Sogeg and Skuttz, you would wake up
Oh, I don't wake up. I remain asleep.
Yeah, I
Sogeg is very
agree with the power nap unless someone wakes me up. Skuttz is out.
I wouldn't mind a nap.
I mean,
I need
there's
a very long nap.
Been awake for 2 days.
and
That's-
Mr. Burbles are currently holding down, and
I
they're
was gonna say-
actually having a
Sogeg's
sleep.
got
They're
it.
having their long rest.
Jealous.
That sits upright and she says we have to go back. Oh, you guys, we need to go keep Mr. Burble safe.
Yeah, I wonder what could have walked into the forest.
No. Sogeg right now is in a bush hiding with his crossbow. He's very loud horn.
He's very loud horn. Skuttz, do you pick your shirt back up, and do you pick any of the items back up?
Yeah, can I find all of them?
They're buried under a lot of corpses, but you would be able to find at least the ones that didn't run away.
Alright. I'll save you the bag cleanup then and she'll pick up everything.
Is there any that you want to keep out at all? And while I'm doing that, I need to remove the Oni and the Dryad.
She pulled out so much shit.
The one specifically I'm thinking of is the quartz statuette of the dove.
Oh, is it one of the
It is an aspect. Yes.
Ooh, yes, yes. So she'll put everything back and she'll keep the dove out.
Okay. Are you doing anything with the captain's body either?
Or
I
you would say,
Listen,
I
he
want
had a
to
couple
take
gold
it-
coins on him and a starfish.
I'll help.
I want it to be taken to the water and taken more out as we can.
Sogeg's surprisingly helpful in this. I'll help pick him up, but I'm gonna. Don't know how to be coy about this. I'm gonna suspiciously put a lot of weight as I touch one of his fingers. Can I break one of his fingers off?
Why?
Are you
doesn't need him
being
anymore.
subtle about it, or are you?
I'm
just
being
taking
very
it?
tired, but I just heard someone say he needs to go out to sea, and I've gone to pick him up, and I've sort of just like with a big claw grabbed onto his hand.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Zholk, delete the 3,600 gold of assorted shit. That is no longer yours unless you want to go out and try and find it all.
Pain.
Well, shouldn't I let Oni steal you about?
I didn't.
So this is the consequences of your actions. You
Well, I mean,
you
technically
stole
speaking,
a
we didn't
perfectly
let him
innocent
steal
evil
it.
ogre weeks ago, months ago, and this is the comeuppance.
It was so long ago now.
You guys are all in debt to me.
At least you've still got your skull hat.
Yeah.
Skuttz still has your stones.
Yeah, you didn't leave the Titan Stone on there. You kept them on your person, so at least you've got the important stuff. Just not money to live.
I've got a bit of. Not much.
So, Sogeg, you're not trying to be stealthy about ripping one of his fingers off.
No.
Okay, you rip one
Finger
of
or
his fingers
hand?
off without. The hand will take a check. You could just take a finger.
I'll attempt the hand.
Okay.
He doesn't need it.
You know what? Just for the pun, give me a sleight of hand check.
Hey-oh. Stealthy.
It takes some wax, some good old attempts with your the tip of your Z-stone to sort of just keep shanking through it, as he hadn't frozen all the way to the core, because he was alive briefly, but just didn't stay alive. But it's not a clean cut. It's pretty ragged stump, but you do manage to take the captain's severed hand.
I like to think that as I try to look helpful, I just sort
Unless,
of
of course,
get my Zeiss now, start sawing at it.
Unless anyone wanted to stop him, because it would have taken him a while, and there would have been chance.
I would give a definite sideways glance at anyone looking at me doing the deed. As you get the sense of, listen, we're stuck on an island. It's kill or be killed. Okay, I'm going cannibal.
Sogeg, stop it!
Dibs the starfish.
In respect for Nadrin and the Sea Peoples, I now turn my back and continue on. With the hand, I use a javelin and I make a popsicle. And as I drag the captain's body out to sea, I'll just lick the popsicle. I just wanted to know if he tasted like fish fingers, honestly.
I mean, he's not cooked, so it would taste like licking a dead fish.
Is it like raw fish fingers?
It's not battered, so more just like raw frozen fish.
Interesting.
Not...
This is noted for when we get stranded at sea again. I quite like the taste. As we get to the water's edge, I just sort of like, I don't know, like I'll put him in the water, then sort of like just kick him, like push him into the current.
God damn it!
Should he use Mephitonus? Can I also throw a javelin into his back? I need to give him I just realised he needs to have a good Acronian send-off. Oh no, I've got the Acronian... Like, no, apologies. I put him into the water. I walk back to Nadrin, and I say, it's the way he would have been too. And I definitely don't suspiciously scuttle over to the Ephitonus. A Viking's burial. Can I attempt to shoot him with an Ephitonus?
Would anyone want to stop Sogeg from...
You're after a Viking.
I begin to sing a beautiful soliloquy, a Viking Acronian chant, a warrior's goodbye.
I'm helping.
What is wrong with you?
Listen, you've not been a captain like I have been, and I know that's how we would have wanted to go.
Skuttz, seeing how delusional Sogeg is from all this blood loss, is going to give him a pat and use bolstering magic in hopes that he will heal himself and gain some sense back. It's okay, bud. It's at the second level.
I'm gonna intelligence check myself.
You get either 2 level 1 spells or 1 level 2 spell back.
I feel calmer. I feel good. I'll take a level 2 spell saving throw. As I press
Spell
that
slot.
spell slot rather.
Unless you want to make a saving throw.
Tempted.
Nadrin, I know you wanted to have a nice send-off to the captain that was...
He's just face down in the water, floating away.
that was helping you out after being burned, or after essentially betraying Thassa, and was slowly warming back up and trying to find forgiveness through you until whatever the fuck happened today happened.
Couldn't be helped.
But as you see his defiled body sort of drift out to sea, you could almost get this feeling that as horrible as your companions are being, And as much as your prayer to Thassa has sort of whipped up the waves, the area around where the captain's body floats towards the horizon is unnaturally calm, almost like it's being welcomed gently.
Seeing this really beautiful moment, Sogeg feels it's the right time to say this. Is I just sort of say, I understand your pain, but I feel like I must tell everyone it was really tasty. If we don't find a way off this rock, I am going to start up a shop and I'm going to call my lollipops Cap and Crunch because they're really nice. I hope that helps in this trying time.
You've essentially just said to Nadrin that Tritons taste nice.
That's a compliment in Across.
I mean,
He clearly rode too long and needs a rest.
Sogeg at this point has had no sleep for 2 days. He's died twice and he's got one.
delirious Sogeg.
You just see him just rocking about on the Ethetonus.
So I assume you pack up what you can and head back to where you left Pogeg and Mr. Burbles.
Can someone carry me?
Unless there's anything else you want to do with the bits and pieces of the harpies, the Dryad and the Oni have all wandered off in various ways. So the only thing that remains are the harpy pieces.
Can I drag some with me to cook?
Sure.
They're nice raw, honestly. They're quite good.
Nice is a strong term. Nice
I
is
pull
a
out the spoiled harpy
Sogeg
meat
after
from my
2
pocket.
days of no sleep.
I'm very tempted to go for 3, I've got to be honest with you. Let it roll. Let it roll.
That's just gonna wait. Oh,
Let me move you back to that. Sorry about
oh, it's okay. Just briefly, as we're walking along, Skuttz would like to look around for Victor, our
that.
little
For
captain's
the
bird friend.
for the crow.
Oh, that's going to be really sad if he's dead.
Make a perception check for me.
Oh God.
Come on, crit. Please crit. Please.
You don't spot him, nor do you hear a lion's roar.
No.
Doesn't mean he's dead, just he's not nearby.
Oh, Victor didn't explode on the ship.
Oh no.
So you make your way back through the jungle, limping as best you can through, back to the small hut at the top of the hill, towards this odd stone that seems to, only to Skuttz, glow. Although by the time you get back to it, it seems that the glow has almost completely petered out, even for yourself.
I think I'm going to collapse in a corner. I believe this fire pit has been hollowed out, right? I think we kicked it.
Yes, you did start a new fire in it, but that would have burnt out a while ago.
I think I'm just going to nestle down on the nice warm coals.
I imagine
I'm just gonna-
Mr. Burbles is asleep and Pogeg was attempting to keep watch, but has also probably just fallen asleep.
I pull my Pogeg tight close. And I say, night, night, everybody. Night, night. Yeah, Pogeg's going. Sogeg's going straight to sleep. He's done. He's spent.
Is there anything anyone wants to do before you take a rest?
We're gonna die. We're gonna die in these woods.
You know there are dinosaurs in this woods. You know there is a Duskthorn Dryad that doesn't like you somewhere in these woods.
Harvesting nightmares doesn't affect my sleeping, does it?
What, your own nightmares? Oh, harvesting.
Uh,
Using nightmare. Making a nightmare vehicle. No, it doesn't.
Alright, so I want me Doomflare.
Make your car again. Make your hamster wheel.
That takes 8 hours.
But you can use it basically while resting. Resting essentially is just 8 hours of easy, simple activity. Okay. So, do you sleep through the night? Is anyone going to be taking watches while you are resting?
Skuttz will keep watch. Let everyone else rest.
And you'll need your own rest as well, so you need to take it in shifts. But
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's
essentially,
Bennett's in
you'd
pretty
need 3
shape, but how
people
are you?
to get through the entire night.
Yeah, I'll take a shift.
I can take the last shift to spend casting Dream on something.
Okay. So you bunk down as best you can. The hut's quite small, so Sogeg's not going to fit in it. Even Mr. Burbles would struggle, but everyone else has managed to crowd in and sleep as best you can. Skuttz, in the middle of the night, while everyone slumbers away, and you are out watching on the edge, just in case anything spooky comes back up. You noticed something kind of strange. A lot of the plant life around here seems to be almost surrounded by small glowing lights, almost like rain coming from the sky, but it's that same coloured glow that was on the stone. Very, very fine, very sort of sporadic, but it seems to be dotting around a few of the plants around the base of this hilltop.
Is it like the one that's close to us? Can I take a closer look to it? Or would I
Yeah.
have to wander off?
So it's literally the plants surrounding the hilltop that you are currently on. Yeah. As well as the ones essentially directly next to you.
Okay. Can I touch it or feel anything? If she's gonna stick her hands in it and try to feel
You
or see if it disrupts the particles or whatever's happening. She's just sticking her hand in it. Let's go.
make a wisdom saving throw, please. Place your hand into this sort of strange glowing rain. And it feels weird. It's this sort of tingly, almost electrifying sort of feeling. Not painful in any capacity, but like pins and needles kind of feeling, just sort of emanating from where it touches you. And you can feel sort of sparks going up the tip of, or the shaft of your horn, sparking off. No idea what the sensation is or what it means in any capacity. It's just bizarre. It feels oddly nostalgic, but you can't place it.
She'll go back and sit down, but she's definitely thinking about trying to eat some after everybody's had a chance to rest. That's it. She's just chilling.
Okay. Zholk, you said you wanted to cast Dream on something.
Yeah, I'd like it to be on the Dryad.
I believe the target needs to be asleep.
They're not sleepy.
I mean, you can cast it and
Ooh.
find out.
I'm alright with that.
I just remind myself of what Dream does. Same player as
Gives
this.
them the willies.
Okay. Yeah.
Creatures that don't sleep, such as elves. Oh, bollocks.
Oh, I guess somebody should have read the spell first. Yes.
Is a Dryad an elf?
No, but like, it's creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, not only elves.
Can I pick
There
the
are
only
quite a
one?
lot of creatures that don't sleep. Nymphs are one of them.
Didn't know that.
You do now.
You learn something new.
Lessons learned. So you take your long rest, get yourselves back up to full hit points. This is also your chance to change around
Yay.
any epithets if you want to.
I've taken Skull Taker.
This is also where we'll probably put a pause for today's session. So if anyone earns any epithets from today, you'll be able to use those as well when we start next week. Speaking of that, let's do the end of session wrap up stuff. Let's give yourself some piety, story, and loyalty points. So piety points. Give yourself a point of piety just for playing today. Minor divine agendas. Let's have a look. Oh, for Zholk, that is a no. That's definitely a yes for Bennett. You get a point. You definitely get a point for Skuttz. Technically, they only beat you. That's a point for Sogeg.
No, I believe Bennett killed more than me.
Did he?
I think so, yeah. Bennett killed 4.
Yeah,
I
I
killed
killed 4.
Oh, well, no.
killed 3.
Are you including the ones you killed with Terror?
That's a good point, actually. That would have been 4.
That would have been. I think you killed 2 or 3 of them with Terror.
Oh. Oh.
Because it did the 3 damage. Essentially, if they had taken any other damage, they would have killed them.
Yes, I did not
Because
count all those.
I'll let you know if they had 9 hit
Damage to
points.
3 of them.
So yeah. So
Yeah,
yes,
I shall-
I will give the point to Sogeg there.
Okay.
And then I say no for Nadrin.
Yeah,
The
no, I
session
didn't
got
get
a
mine.
little bit
It
distracted.
never came up.
They might carry over till next week. Did you perform a ritual sacrifice or great action in the name of your god?
No.
I'm gonna give a point to Nadrin for the trying to give the captain a send off, as well as your sort of prayer to Thassa. I am going to take a point away from Skuttz for losing 2 of Granny's gifts.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
We'll find them.
Did you act in a way that exemplifies the ideals of your patron god? I will give a point to Bennett, Nadrin, Sogeg. Yes, I think it's just you three for this particular one. Story points. You get a point of story for playing. Did you overcome a great challenge using violent or non-violent means? Did you actually overcome it though?
No,
The
we
guys
made
who
it
ran
worse.
away.
I feel like
You
we
made
almost
it worse.
lose one. We
So
made
I think,
it worse.
yeah, I'm going to take a point of story away from everybody for that one. You took a simple challenge and made it harder.
We literally won. That's my favourite bit of it. There were like 5 left.
Oh no, there was. I think I had about 20 more
Oh, they were
in
still coming
reserve.
in.
They were going to keep coming in
Oh, then it was-
waves, but then it just, yeah, it went off the
The
rails.
Oni was so much worse.
The Oni
They
was
didn't need to
so
happen.
much worse. So much worse.
We overcame the Oni. I mean, it might not be dead, but we certainly.
Oh, you've
passed it.
definitely
Spiked
pissed it
it.
off.
We get a spike point. We spited the shit out of him.
Did you make a significant discovery or unearth some lost history? No. There was a couple opportunities, but they were missed. Did you perform an act worthy of a new epithet? I've got to give a point to Bennett for something to do with that exploding blooming gas cloud and the
Yes.
putting the order. I don't know what the epithet's going to be, but that was such a cool
Firestarter.
moment. Firestarter,
Or
fantastic.
just
Yeah,
arsonist.
Firestarter, arsonist. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I like that one.
That was awesome.
Skuttz, I've got to give you something for just making everything worse in the best way.
Oh god.
That was brilliant. That was, yeah. I was going to put chaos.
Nothing worked. I was trying to save the captain. He died anyways, and then now someone stole our ship.
I'm about
So I'm
to,
like, oops.
I'm going to take Static Box advice and use a successfully failed. I think is a decent epithet for that one. Or
That's
successful
awesome.
fails.
Mission failed successfully. Got it.
Pretty much. Anyone else feel like the an epithet did something particularly amazing?
The crocodile was an attempt.
What was an attempt?
Halfway there. I think arsonist is the main
I
one.
think, yeah, definitely arsonist and successfully failing is definitely the prime ones for this session. Okay, loyalty points. Everyone gets a point of loyalty just for attending the session. Neil's the only one that's going to get any other ones because Mr. Purples and Sogeg just weren't there.
Just chilling.
Did you fight together? Yeah, that's another point for Neil. Did you sacrifice something for the good of them? No, I don't think so.
No, I didn't.
And did your companion perform an incredible action? Most certainly did, because every second hit was a crit.
It was ridiculous.
And he helped save Skuttz from drowning.
And he's a good lifeguard. In fact, I'm going to note that down as a potential other epithet for him. He's going to have lifeguard.
Yeah.
So companions can only have one epithet active at a time, but if they've got multiple ones, they can obviously switch between. But yeah, lifeguard.
Did he get a point for that, or not?
Well, he doesn't have his own story, does he?
No.
So he'll get an epithet. He's already got one, but you'll basically pick which ones you want. Well, that was definitely a session. That was not in the slightest of where I thought that session was going to go. but I am very happy with how it went because now we've got an actual recurring bad guy to use. That was dumb. I liked it.
That was.
Wrong button.
I
Also,
hope we're good
yes,
at making rafts.
it is 25 loyalty. So for
Cool.
piety, story, and loyalty, the milestones are 3, 10, 25, and 50.
Cool. Not yet then.
Yeah, thanks everyone for playing. That was a dumb one. In the best way. Thank you everyone for watching. Uploading the VOD of my point of view, the DM screen, to the YouTube channel Satyr Atlas and Skuttz. I'll let you do all the announcements.
Yeah, I'm actually finishing setting up my new studio space tonight. So, when it gets settled, I'll be posting stream schedules to my Twitter once a week. And yeah, the one thing that won't change is our chaotic Thursdays, though. We'll be here again next week. 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what is it for you?
It's 7:30 p.m. GMT.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here with us, and I hope you enjoyed the chaos as much as we did. Take care, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.